Hello, it's so good to see you. It's Corina from Breathe Yoga Studio, and I'm so happy to be joining you today. We're going to be doing a yin class, so it's going to be very restorative, very peaceful, very relaxing. So we will need a blanket, a bolster, and 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, just grab a few books, a few big sturdy books, perhaps a big box of pasta will be perfect. So let's get started in easy pose. Let's close down your eyes. You can place your hands right down on your knees. Let's just take some time here to travel inward. Leaving the busyness of the world behind us. Let's just do a little check-in here with your mind and your body and your spirit. Check in, see how you're feeling right now. Maybe take some time here to say hello to your heart. Maybe placing your hands right on your heart. Let's begin with a mindful body scan, starting right at your crown. Softening down your face. Relax your jaw. Perhaps put a small space between your teeth. Relax those shoulders and your neck. Allow your hips to sink into the strong and sturdy earth. We're going to find our breath today. So in yin, we don't typically use the ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. But rather, we find a breath that works for us. I usually like to find a nice, long, soothing inhale and a nice, cleansing exhale. Soft breaths today. In through the nose and out through the nose. Begin to find your breath. In today's practice, we're going to focus on healing. We're going to take the next 60 minutes and focus on healing for our mind, for our body, and for our spirit. The world is so busy. Social media is so busy. It's so amazing and wonderful and important to take time out for yourself each and every day to fill your cup. So as we move and breathe today, we're going to be looking inward and sending ourselves positive, healing thoughts, healing energy into every space of your mind and your body and your spirit. So very, very gently, when you're ready, we'll begin to flutter open your eyes just a little bit. We'll take our hands to our knees. We're going to begin today, and our first pose will be long-legged butterfly pose. So you're just going to take your feet out in front of you, and the soles of your feet will find one another and touch. You do not have to use any props at all for this pose, but if you'd like, I love to use this bolster. It's my favorite thing in the world in yoga. I like to place the bolster right here in the arches of my feet. Rest my chin right here and then gently hug the bolster. Relax everything down. Your affirmation for this pose, to repeat silently to yourself or even write in your journal, is I choose thoughts of total wellness. I choose thoughts of total wellness. So as you're breathing here, focusing on total wellness for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Focus on every space in your body. If you feel any tension at all, anywhere in your mind, your body, and spirit, now is a beautiful time to release that tension. You can release it through your exhales. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Breathing in total wellness for your mind, your body, and your spirit. And letting go of anything that no longer serves you. beautiful job. So very, very gently, we're going to make our way out of that pose, perhaps removing that bolster or any prop that you used. We're going to take one leg out. So let's start with our left leg. We'll take the left leg out and we're going to take the right leg in. So this is half butterfly. So you will notice that your knee looks like a half butterfly wing. So lots of options here. You can come forward and stop right here. As soon as you find that edge, that soft edge where you feel an opening, that's where you're going to stop. And then allow gravity and your breath to take you a little bit deeper. If you'd like to come over to the side, you may do that as well. If you'd like to use a bolster or a block to assist you in this pose, you may do that. So your affirmation to repeat in this pose is, I am supported by love all around me. I am supported by love all around me. So as you're moving, as you're breathing here, maybe going a little deeper, just remember how loved you are. And how supported by love that you are, that love surrounds you. And maybe just be a little bit grateful for that. I know I am so grateful for all of the love that surrounds me. Enjoy every breath. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Beautiful job. So very gently coming back up out of that pose. Maybe taking those legs out in front of you and staff pose and just doing a little shake out. And we'll do the other side. So this time we're going to take our right leg out and we'll bring our left leg in like half butterfly wing. Just setting up here. This is perfect. You can come forward. Lots of options here. You can come forward. You can even come down on hands or forearms if you'd like. You can stay right like that. You can use a block. You can always use a bolster. You can come over to your straight leg, whatever is speaking to you right now, whatever you feel like your body needs. Try all the different ways. Maybe you want to do a little bit in one pose and then switch to the side. We have 3 minutes, so you just enjoy this pose. Your affirmation here is every cell in my body vibrates with energy and health. Every cell in my body vibrates with energy and health. Say that to yourself as we're in this pose, believing those words to be true, sending yourself positive healing energy. And breathe. Enjoy your breath. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Beautiful job. So very, very gently coming up out of this pose. Taking that bolster off to the side. We're going to take those legs out in front of us again. And do a little nice little shake. Beautiful. So now we're going to come into something called supported Sphinx pose. I love this pose. It's one of my all-time favorites. So it's going to take a little bit to set up. So that's why you need your 2 blocks for this. So you're going to take one block on its tall setting and set it up. And then take your fist and about 1 fist width distance apart, you're going to take your other block and lay it down. So perhaps now come down up on your knees. And we're going to build a little ramp with our bolster or pillow. So, like that. Okay. We're going to come onto your belly. Taking your hands and you know that little space right here between the two blocks, that's where you're going to place those hands. And you can relax down your head. You can lay on one cheek if you'd like. And I'll tell you halfway through. So as if you want to switch your cheek, the side of your cheek, you can do that. Your affirmation for this pose is, I choose healing for my heart, body, and soul every day. I choose healing for my heart, body, and soul every day. We're about halfway through this pose, so feel free to stay right as you are, but if you'd like, you can switch to the other side. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Beautiful job. So very, very gently, perhaps you place your palms on the earth and just very gently lift yourself back up onto your hands and knees. Coming onto your knees for a moment, taking that bolster in front of you, you can remove those two blocks. Placing that bolster back in front of you, we're going to take our knees wide to the sides of your mat. Your big toes will find one another in touch. Your hips are going to sink back toward your heels, and you're just going to gently come forward onto the bolster into a supported child's pose. So this is absolutely beautiful. Relax everything down, and I'll tell you about halfway through the pose if you want to switch to the other side. Your affirmation here is my mind is brilliant, my body is healthy, my soul is tranquil. My mind is brilliant, my body is healthy, my soul is tranquil. So repeat that to yourself as you breathe, as you relax everything into this bolster. We're about halfway through this pose, so stay right where you are if you'd like, or perhaps you make a little adjustment here or there, or you switch to the other side. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Wonderful job. So very, very gently, we're going to place those palms on the earth, allowing ourselves to come back up. Taking your time, pushing that bolster aside. We're going to come into something called heart bench. So we're going to make a little ramp again with your bolster and just one block this time. So we're going to take that block or pasta or book or whatever you have, and you're going to just place it out like that. And you're going to take that pillow or bolster and place it right like that. We're going to take our blanket now. And you're going to place it right down there so that it meets the bottom of your bolster. So a few options for your legs here I'll show you in a moment. You can take the bottoms of your feet and allow them to touch, and then gently lay back. Taking your hands away from your body. If you'd like, you can also just allow your legs to splay out, just relaxing everything down. Lots of options here. If your hands away from your body are face up, that's perfectly fine. If you'd like a little grounding today, perhaps you just place them face down on the earth, feeling that strong earth energy. Perhaps you want to travel inward a little bit deeper. Maybe you place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. Focusing on your breath here. Your affirmation here is I am healed. I am healed. Saying that to yourself, believing it to be true from your crown all the way down to your toes, body, mind, and spirit. I am healed. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Can you hear the rain? It's kind of amazing, I think, that it's raining now and we're talking about healing, kind of cleansing the earth, healing our body and our mind and our spirit. So I think that's kind of amazing. Thank you, rain. So very, very gently, when you're ready, we're going to make our way back up. Taking your time, of course. So So we're going to do double pigeon for our hip opener today. So we can use the bolster if you'd like. You can use a block if you'd like. Let me show you how to do that. I'm going to take my left leg out. I'm going to bring my right leg in, kind of parallel to the front of my mat or to the side of my mat. And take this block and place it right in front of your right knee. You can take that left foot and bring it right on that block, and that's absolutely perfect. And you'll feel your hip opening right like this. If you'd like a little bit more, perhaps you come forward a little bit. If you'd like a little bit more than that, you can play around with taking that foot and bringing it in. Now every day is different, every side is different, so we'll see how you feel here, or keep your foot on that block. You can come forward, coming down on forearms. You can come onto a block, but this is yin, so I love using the bolster. Lots of different options here. You can place it here and come down, or my favorite, bringing it right under here, your chin, and then holding onto it, relaxing down. So you'll feel that soft edge. That's what we're looking for. That place where you feel an opening but no pain. And then relax everything down and enjoy your breath. Your affirmation here is, I am well and vibrant. I am well and vibrant. Saying that to yourself in your heart space, your head space, your body space. I am well and vibrant, believing those words to be true today. We're about halfway through this pose, so perhaps you want to stay right like this. Perhaps you want to back off a little bit or go a little bit deeper. Just listening to your body, your mind, your spirit. Enjoying your breath today. Enjoying being vibrant, enjoying being well, enjoying this healing experience. This time with yourself. We'll be here for a few more breaths. So very, very gently coming up out of this pose, taking your time. Maybe removing that bolster, taking your feet out in front of you. Knees will be bent, feet will be flat on the earth. We're going to take our hands behind our backs, kind of like kickstands, and we're going to gently windshield washer out those knees. Just to do a little counter stretch here. You'll feel this in your lower back, and it feels amazing. And in your hips. Taking your time here. Beautiful job. And when you're ready, we'll set up on the other side. So this time, we'll take that right leg out to the side. We'll take that left leg in, like half butterfly wing. It's going to be parallel to the front or side of your mat. We'll take that block, placing it right in front of that left knee. Taking right foot onto the block like this, trying to find that triangular space is what we're looking for right here, if you look down. So you stay right like this, or if you'd like a little bit more, perhaps you play around with taking that foot inside, or maybe all the way up into your upper inner thigh. It's up to you. Every day is different. Every side is different. So just listen to your body. So coming forward and stopping where your hip tells you to stop, so you feel that gentle, soft edge. You can come down onto forearms. You can use a block. You can use the bolster. You know what I'm going to use. So I like to come forward first so I know where my hip is opening, and then gently relax everything down. And enjoy your breath. Your affirmation here is, I am grateful for the healing that's happening in my mind and body and spirit. I am grateful for the healing that is happening in my mind, my body, and my spirit. Saying those words to yourself, being grateful for the healing that is taking place right now, that you're giving to yourself. We're about halfway through this pose, so staying right here if you'd like, or perhaps maybe going a millimeter deeper, or backing off, always honoring your body. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Beautiful job. So very gently coming up out of this pose, we're going to gently take this bolster to the side. Taking those feet out in front of you, your knees will stay bent. Hands come behind you. And we'll just windshield washer out those knees again. Wonderful, wonderful. So very gently, we're going to make our way all the way back on our backs. You can take this bolster. You're going to be needing this again. So let's bring our knees into your chest and give yourself a great big hug. For coming to class today. Feeling so proud of yourself for putting yourself at the top of your to-do list today. Perhaps you want to rock gently side to side, massaging out that lower back. Beautiful job. So we're going to take those knees and we're going to do a little supine twist here. So we're going to take our left side of our body, the left hips, and we're going to scooch them, left hips, scooch them to the left, and then we're going to let our knees fall to the right. You can place a block under those toes or your knees if you'd like a little support. You can take your hands out into a T. You can take your gaze up to the sky. Or if it feels good, maybe go to the left side. Just rinsing out your back here. Your affirmation here is, I am radiant, beautiful, and strong. I am radiant, beautiful, and strong. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Beautiful. So very gently we'll bring those knees back into center, adjusting hips and shoulders. We're going to take now your right hips, scooching them to the right, and then allowing your knees to fall over toward the left. Taking your hands out into a T, your arms. Your gaze could be up at the sky. Or perhaps it goes over toward the right if that's okay with your neck. Your affirmation here is, I manifest perfect health by letting go of what does not serve me. I manifest perfect health by letting go of what does not serve me. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Wonderful. So when you're ready, we're going to bring those knees back into center, adjusting your hips and shoulders. Giving yourself another hug with your knees, hugging those knees in. We're going to allow the feet to find the earth. Your knees will stay bent. And we're going to take a block or a bolster. I prefer the bolster. And we're going to simply just lift your hips up and place that bolster, slide the bolster or block right underneath your hips. Coming up into an inversion. So once you're here, allow those legs and feet to do whatever they like. Just to get that excess energy out of your legs. Maybe you come into a straddle, maybe you bicycle out your feet, your legs, maybe you roll your ankles. Your affirmation here. This is extremely powerful. I give myself permission to heal inside and out. I give myself permission to heal inside and out. Saying that to yourself several times, maybe that's one that you'll definitely want to write down in your journal. Giving yourself permission here to heal inside, out, your mind, your body, your spirit. Letting things go that no longer serve you. Giving yourself time each day to travel inward, to connect with spirit, to connect with yourself. So important during this time. When you're ready, you're going to take those feet back down to the earth. If you'd like to, you can slide that bolster, just gently sliding it right underneath your knees for a supportive Shavasana. We're going to take our hands out to the sides, palms facing up, allowing your breath to return to normal, closing your eyes down. We're going to visualize now a white, warm, healing light right at our toes. And it's going to travel right from your toes This warm energy, this warm healing light is going to enter your feet. It's going to travel all the way up through your legs, into your belly, up through your chest, out your arms, out to every fingertip, back up through your neck, and into your crown. And then that white healing warm energy is going to hover right above your crown. As you relax everything down, allow this time for your body and your mind and your spirit to heal. Give yourself permission to heal. Relax everything down, and I'll tell you when it's time to move again. You're welcome to stay just like this, or perhaps roll to your right side for a few more breaths. You're welcome to press pause and lay here for as long as you'd like in this warm energy, healing light, in this beautiful space that you've now entered. But if you'd like, you can slowly begin to bring awareness back to your fingertips and toes. Perhaps take an overhead stretch. Bringing awareness back into your body, coming back into this time and space very gently. And when you're ready, making your way back up into a comfortable seated position. I'm going to bring our hands to our heart center, taking a few deep breaths here on your own. Rubbing your palms together to create some heat. placing them right on your heart to seal in the love and the light and the healing that you just created for yourself today. As I read you something, this is my wish for you. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when your spirit sags, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, and love to complete your life. Let's bring our hands back to our heart center. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. I am so honored and blessed that you did. And as you move forward in the rest of your day and the rest of your week, remember that you can always come back into this beautiful space of healing, of love, of light, simply by closing your eyes and finding your breath. Let's bring our hands up to our third eye, inhaling here, bowing together and saying namaste.